Hi, I'm James Mosman. We're here at Geo Week 2026. I'm here with Carl Schwarz with Woolpert. Carl, would you just give a brief introduction to yourself for the camera?
Yeah, James. I'm Carl Schwarz. I work at Woolpert. I do reality capture, indoor scanning for the buildings sector. So architecture and buildings engineering. I go and capture the data and build Revit models for the architects and engineers to use on their projects.
Awesome. So Carl, you've been a good user of our technology for a little while.
About 2019, we bought our first scanner from you guys.
A long while now. And you guys have done your practice. You do a huge variety of work, all different types of projects. You use our technology on all different types of projects. Would you give an example, maybe a specific use case, if you can't talk about the specific project itself, some of the applications where you've had successes and why you adopted it, how it's improved some of the practices that you had before using our tools as well?
Yeah, just early on, we saw the value in just being able to walk around. You're not limited to tripods or the time it takes to set everything up. You know, your machine gives mobility, flexibility, and quick speed for capturing building spaces. You know, not everyone needs everything 100% precise, but you guys provide an incredibly high value precision for the speed and accuracy of what you capture. So just early on, we saw the value in that and taking it into our design applications, architecture, and engineering. We do a lot of renovation work. Currently, we actually just use a scanner on a state-funded project at a university in Virginia. It's Old Dominion University, capturing one of their buildings that they're planning to start renovating here in the upcoming years. So we went in and captured the data to produce a Revit model for existing conditions.
So when you're proposing on jobs like this, say the university, or when you're planning for those jobs, either in proposal stage or planning for execution, what makes you consider a tool like the NavVis versus the practices that you were using before? You talked a lot about the speed, but how is it that you're planning either in your proposal stage or in your execution phase how you're going to deploy the NavVis? Does it shorten your time? Does it change how you're pricing things a little bit in terms of the job and your manpower?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. Honestly, when it comes to buildings, you know, the NavVis is our go-to. It's flexible. The mobility, not only when you're capturing the data, but traveling. You know, it's very easy to ship the scanner to other people across, you know, the states to the world where we're at working on projects, or travel with it in the airplane, or just a rental or something like that. So, you know, Woolpert does a lot of surveying, traditional tripod land surveying, and many other forms and functions. So a lot of times they have their own trucks, their own equipment. You know, it's a little bit more longer to deploy them out. And normally most people are booked out 2-3 weeks. We have a handful of NavVis scanners that it's like, hey, let's go deploy it, ship it there, let's get it done. So a quick, easy response for it, and just all around great product.
How does it impact your cost on the job? For your manpower, for your technology as a whole, when you're approaching a job like this university job, and that job itself, you know, I have some familiarity with it, 200, 300,000 square feet encompassed in total, something of that scale. Is that correct?
Yes. So yeah, it was 5 stories and about 60,000 square feet a story. And, you know, to be able to capture that in 2 days versus our traditional tripod scanning would probably have been a week to week and a half, depending on the variables behind it. So yeah, just quick speed. So it's able to help us save costs on how much time it takes to collect, which ultimately saves time for the client.
And are you leveraging that to either be more competitive or to try and win more work? You know, specifically for your team in the buildings department, is it helping you and your team to scale and to grow and develop on a larger scale than you had before acquiring our tools?
Oh, absolutely. If there's a renovation project, pretty much our project managers say, Carl, you're going out, you're scanning that building, you're giving us the existing conditions. So it has saved us more times than we know. Most recently, we just had one where we scanned a facility and the stairwell was actually 2.5 feet off from what the as-built said it was. So that was massively huge and early on in the design phase to know, hey, this is inaccurate. Now we're modeling and designing accurately.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to share? Any specific experiences or little small insights that you want to share about NavVis, about your experience with the tools?
Once you get it, you're just going to love it, and you can't really do anything else without it. So
awesome. All right. Thank you, Carl.